Well, we're here again, and I think I need to take it out of the case in order to actually make it record video or audio. I'm here again, but I got no light, so you're not gonna see anything that I'm doing. So, well, here it is. This is '07 STI, just an engine refresh. Basically, a friend of mine came in. This pulley here was exploded, which chewed up the oil pump just a bit. Didn't actually get right into the casing. It didn't spring or didn't eject the spring or anything. This was still attached, but all the bearings were out of it by the time the car was parked here. So thankfully, it didn't touch any of the valves. But it did kind of break a couple things. It put a pretty decent nick in the exhaust uh, cam gear on passenger side. There was a tiny bit of one on the driver's side, but it was okay. But of course, getting out the notorious AVEC bolts was, needless to say, yeah, difficult. That said, this is still going back together. We do have some, well, they're called Tick Fu, but IAG carries them, so we're getting some aftermarket bolts that have a 17 millimeter head rather than this small 10 millimeter Allen. So that should help a bit. A couple other mods, air oil separator. We went to a thicker MLS, just a little bit thicker, 0.25 or 0.025. So it's 1.750 instead of 1.550. 12 millimeter oil pump instead of the 10 millimeter, just for a little bit of added extra oil flow. We were worried. This has had what we believe is a rebuild block, mostly because this is what everybody's saying due to this void if separated or void if removed. So everybody says this is a reman block. Fair enough. So it's been once before. Previous owner said something about the block. I don't know, Ringland possibly, whatever. So the person that put it together was not a Subaru tech. Did not know much about Subarus, and so there's a few oil passages that are in behind the AVEC uh, cap here, which this valve cover comes off, and then there's a cap that goes over it, which deals with the oil coming into the AVEC cam gear. And it was all plugged up with silicone because you're supposed to put some silicone on it, but not coat the whole friggin' thing. Plus, the oil pan was a real dog to get off. They used a gray silicone, so it was, yeah, it was on there. Here we go, Torque Solutions, cylinder number 4 cooling mod, all installed, ready to go. We also have the IAG air oil separator. They give you an extension piece and a Y, and a couple other fittings that you end up putting in here to help it separate the oil from the intake of the turbo, which, thank you, IAG. So also have a little bit of an upgrade going on in the brakes. I don't know if anybody can see it. I'll go get a light. So it doesn't come with slotted and drilled rotors, obviously, but it does come with the Brembos. We also did stainless steel brake line upgrade. New clutch, new slave. It'll have a new flywheel, new clutch pressure, and new clutch disc. Not new hardware, unfortunately. Front already done. No light, can't see. Blacked you out. New at this, so I'm gonna cut it off for now, and I'll get back to y'all. Peace out, yo.